Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Good Saturday morning, everyone. Once again, it is the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray show. The fastest 90 minutes in outdoor broadcasting, brought to you by the 790 ESPN studios here in Memphis, Tennessee. Everything you want to find out about outdoors, whether it be hiking, boating, catching things on a line and a hook, anything like that, you can find out about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. And so, let's bring on the man of the hour, the oracle of the outdoors, the one and only Larry Ray.
There you go. That's what I was waiting for, that oracle.
Well, that's it. That's Frank's line.
But did he say I have a 1 minute show at first? I thought he said
the
that.
Fastest minute in outdoor radio.
Fastest minute in outdoor radio program. Man, I could get a lot in 1 minute, couldn't I?
Yeah.
I could probably say FISHING.
You can do a hook and a line and a hook and a line.
All right, it's going to be hard to talk to this next guest about another of his passions, but just forget everything you know about Peanut Quon and Peanut Craft Lures for this one little segment here, and we're going to talk to Peanut about duck hunting. Right, Peanut?
Yes, sir.
Now, you duck hunt, you've got your place leased down in Mississippi, right? I mean,
that's right.
All right. Now, you've had this place for how long?
22 years. The farmer's been great to us, and we've had our goods and bads. So that,
but
22 years we've had this place.
You've made it a family experience, though, right? I mean, everybody. It seems like all the Quons have hunted down there, right? I mean, just about.
Oh yeah, my grandkids, my nephews, they all go. It's a big family gathering. We got a kitchen we added in the back of our blind.
Oh, I know you got to have food.
We do lunch. We're spoiled down there.
So talk about what this season's been for the Quon family duck season. Up, down.
This has been a crazy year. You know, we went through that drought in the summer where we had no rain.
Yeah.
And we're at the mercy. If Mother Nature doesn't bring us rain, we don't have water. So luckily the farmer beside us has a well. And we spent money and pumped water for the first time in 22 years. We decided hey, we're just going to do it. Let's pump the water. Let's spend the money.
Uh-huh.
And we had to buy the pipe, and it's about a quarter-mile run over. And we filled our hole up with water. The second week of the season, it's rained every weekend, every week since the second weekend of duck season. So we spent some money for nothing. I think my brother commented, we shot 4 ducks that weekend. He goes, well, that's $400 or $500 ducks. We better save them for a special occasion, you know. So, it's been one of the crazy years, but we had plenty of water. Then we ended up flooding.
Yes.
Had a foot and a half of water in the blind, and it was almost sank the side by side, and it got ugly. But overall, it's been a good year. We've killed a lot of ducks and more mallards this year than the last 5 years.
You hear that, John Gardner? More mallards.
Mallards move around, Larry. I don't want to tell you.
You don't tell me that. Yeah. Okay. All right.
They move around. I don't know.
Yeah. Any banded ducks?
No, not yet. Not this year. Last year, I think we got a couple. We usually get 1 or 2 a year. So far, not. But we've got 2 weekends. Keep your fingers crossed. Maybe we can get some of that jewelry this weekend or next weekend.
There's optimism speaking right there to you,
Larry.
Right, Larry.
Peanut's always been optimistic. Yeah.
Where are you hunting at, Peanut? What town are you near?
We're east of Dundee. Off south of Walnut Bend Lake, off of Sarah Road. Sarah.
Oh yeah, I know the area well over there.
Yeah,
I've
we're
hunted
down
a lot
there.
in that area over the years.
Yeah, last year was shovelers, a lot of wood ducks, and very few mallards. And this year, we're not shooting limits, but we're getting some good mallards in there. But they're not coming in until like after 10 o'clock.
After 10?
Get our killing wood duck in the morning. About 10 to 12, the mallards come in.
Well, that's Ron Wong would like that. He likes to catch bass at 10
I
o'clock.
thought we were going to mention him either.
I didn't mention FISH. I didn't say anything about that.
We were going to mention RW either.
No, we weren't going to mention RW. No. We'll mention him next week. Again, we're talking to Peanut Quon of Peanut Craft Lures, and we're talking waterfowl. And Peanut, I know you're a busy guy and things along this line, but and I hadn't really gotten into this with Frank and John, but there's a side of duck hunting. They're always optimistic. The hunters are. I know they are. But at the same time, it is also, I think, a lot of bonding, maybe sometimes too much, but there's also a time of camaraderie and eating. Now, you guys know how to cook. You know how to do this thing. So what does it mean for you guys when you're down there with Harris or maybe the family and things along that line? It is a time, if you have Nick or you have one of the boys or the girls or whatever, it is a time that you can ask to socialize at the same time. Is that the part that you really like about being able to duck hunt together like this?
Oh, yes, because, you can actually talk in the duck blind till the ducks start working. And there's no better time to lecture your kids than there when you're 20 miles from a boat ramp on a boat somewhere. But, yeah, they get a lot of lectures from Harris and me down there. But it is a family thing. We get together, and it's our bonding time. And like I said, the grandkids, the nieces and nephews, they all go. And it's a big family thing for us.
So what's a typical meal like down there? What do you serve?
Oh, I took a griddle out of an old food truck, so it's at least a 36-inch griddle down there.
Yeah,
I've got a grill down there with a stove, a single burner stove, and simple breakfast: sausage, eggs, biscuits in the morning. Lunch is usually some pork chops or last week we had bologna.
There you go.
We grilled bologna.
All right, now John, you've just heard that. We've talked a lot about duck hunting and everything. The social side, though, is another reason. What's the best meal, John, you've ever had in the duck blind?
You think about that, Larry. I tell you what, where I've had a lot of meals in the duck blind is with old Jackie Wayne up there at Reelfoot.
Oh yeah, Van Cleve.
Oh yeah.
Because that's a standard deal.
It is a standard deal with Jackie
every morning with Jackie Wayne Van Cleve, and so I've eaten probably more breakfast with him in that blind.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a standard, bacon, sausage, biscuit,
it is,
egg deal, man. It's pretty good.
Dave Gabbert, I know he loves to duck hunt, but he can cook in the blind.
Yeah, and I've had some different stuff, over the years, but it's always with Jackie that it's always consistently you're eating breakfast.
And Peanut, I know you guys like that. Appreciate you taking time to be with us on this Saturday morning, and we'll talk another time about some other thing you do. Okay, when we get time to do it.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Buddy. We got some working, so I got to go too.
Bye.
I'll let you later.
See you.
Bye.
All right. Peanut Quon.
Thanks. Bye.
All right. Okay. Throw us in a pun there, Gene. I've got a rebound from. I'm having trouble over here saying words.
But before I get into that, I'm having a field day February the 11th. Anyone took a hunter safety class online would come to Jerry Payne's Quail Farm. We had a meeting Thursday night at Bass Pro in Macon.
Yeah.
I was laying in bed the other day reminiscing, your family and everything, and I remember my mother and dad talking about me when I was in high school. And Daddy said, I wonder what he's going to be when he gets out of high school. And my mother said, 42.
Got to get a rim shot on that.
Get a rim shot on that and everything. So, Mark Wachecki, thank you for sitting in with us this morning.
Thank you, Larry.
Glad to have you.
Go Grizz, Mark.
Huh?
Go Grizz.
Go Grizz. He's got his Grizz outfit. He and Frank, they could compare and wave at each other. The Grizz are amazing. We hope they have a nice road trip. It was too late last night. I'm not even going to talk about them this morning. I don't know if the streak was. I stayed up too late. But we'll see. They got 5 games on the road. But we're in the Grizz studio here. So it's always good to be in there. Thank you, Shelby, for taking care of us as she always does. And next week, he will be back in studio. It'll be BW.
RW?
No, BW.
Oh, BW.
Bonus Wong.
Bonus
Wong.
W.
And,
my old co-worker,
Bill Cooksey. He'll be back in, and we might talk a little waterfowl with him, too.
You should.
I think they're all out at the SHOT Show. A lot of DU people are out there
correct.
in Vegas doing those. So, Frank, I hope you have a great final 10 days here. I don't know.
I think I will.
I think you will. Okay.
Yeah,
he said optimistically.
Yes, we're gonna go.
Yeah,
you gotta go for the dogs anyway.
Oh, so you're going? So.
Oh yeah. I'll be. Like I said, I'll be heading south to south of Greenville. This
with your buddies.
Weekend with my buddies. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now
see some folks I hadn't seen since I graduated from state.
Is Buster? What's the name of your dog?
Buster. Man, he's been doing
well.
well.
I can remember Buster. Yeah.
Buster's been doing great for his first season. He's really figured out that the birds are flying in and coming around, and it's all happening out in front of him versus
cool.
In training where it's all so controlled.
How about you, Frank? How's your dogs work this year?
Pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Both of them have. This is their third season, and with me.
Yes.
And they have learned to look up because good things come from above.
And their names? Tell our listeners what their names are.
The two that I take regularly are Goose and Hershey, and I have another one named Hope, and I'm not certain what she's going to do.
No, we're not sure.
And then there are three more kind of in the wings.
Yeah.
Maverick, you like this? Maverick.
All right.
Ja,
and
Jitty.
Maverick.
If you have a goose, you have to have a Maverick. I think
you do have to have a Maverick.
I think so.
I got Goose and a Maverick.
Yeah,
and he's got a Ja too.
And
I got a Ja.
And then Ja's sister's playing at Houston. I saw the story about her that she's playing at Houston High.
I'm sure she's a great player.
Well, she's got to be tough to be Ja's sister.
Well,
take care of her and everything like that. Yeah.
If she plays against him, it's a difficult situation.
Well, I know it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you, all you folks in Brownsville and Jackson, and again, all you folks here in Memphis. Got some announcements coming up about future shows. I think you're going to like. We're going to have the Bassmaster Classic show. That's where they go catch FISH, lots of them, and we'll try to be talking about that on the future show too. I'll be glad when this show's over where I can actually talk and not
spell.
I know one of my wife's friends came up behind her and said this critter was behind her, and she poked her on the shoulder and she said BEAR, like the bear could read, or hear, and so that was his name. So why didn't you just say bear behind you? Well, she spelled his name out, Bear, BEAR. So that's what I'm doing on FISH. Okay?
Okay.
Next week I'll be free. And what do? It doesn't cost an extra cent to be a good sport. And what else, guys?
God bless the USA.